Well, it is a sad reality, but millions of people are affected by bed sores in nursing homes, and oftentimes families are told these are not preventable. But as it turns out, that's usually not the case. Attorney Jim Higgins with the Higgins Firm recently stopped by to explain this rising danger. All right, we've got Jim back with us, and not the prettiest topic today, but something that's a huge problem.
Yeah.
So great to have you on the show. We're talking about bed sores, and a study by the CDC actually said 1 in 10 nursing home residents will develop this while they're in the nursing home. So why do you think this is such a problem? Tell us more about this.
You know, I think there's a few reasons. You're right. You know, this isn't, we talk about some fun things on here, and this probably isn't one of them, but you know, it's important, and my office sees a lot of it, and we have a lot of cases involving this. So what generally we see in our office from a nursing home standpoint, if somebody will develop not just what we call a stage 1 or a nominal bed sore, but the bed sore or pressure sore may get to a point where what we call a stage 4 or stage 3, which are the worst, where the skin breaks down, you can develop infections, and I mean it can and does often lead to a resident's death. And it is simply caused by unrelieved pressure. And what that means is if somebody is left in bed for too long, they're not getting out of bed, and they can't get themselves out of bed, they're not readjusted, or they're not kept clean, or fed and water, really simple things to keep that unrelieving pressure from usually we see it in a lot of common points, maybe their hips, their heels, calves, anywhere that there's a lot of pressure, it can become really to where it is deadly.
Wow.
And it can be simple to protect, but you've got to stay on it. And again, we see a lot of these cases, and it's hard. You know, we have clients that come to us who said, "Oh, well, they told me that it was unpreventable," and you know that is often not true.
Wow. We were talking about how common it is, and I know your office handles a lot of these cases. Just how many? Is this something you guys spend a lot of time working on?
You know, I'd say it's probably at least half of our nursing home neglect cases.
Wow.
And the common denominator we see is, you know, there are some good homes where we never have this problem. There are homes that we have what I would say are probably not the best homes, and we have repeat problems. And what we find is in those homes, like we find in a lot of our nursing homes that really are poorly performing, is they don't have enough staff there. They've tried to increase their profits by cutting the staff, and they don't have enough staff there to make sure the person gets these simple needs, right? To make sure that they do get turned, to make sure that they're getting water, to make sure that they're getting out of bed, to make that they're monitoring these sores, and like if something happens to them, they have skin breakdown experts that they need to get in there. So the homes that don't do that, that's where this problem develops.
That makes sense with it being such simple things that they need to prevent this. Yeah. Before we go, when should someone contact their office? Is this something, it sounds like to me, if you're having a loved one go into a nursing home, just do your research and go to the home and visit, right?
Absolutely. You be involved. And you know, if something like this does happen, where you get somebody that has a stage 3 or 4 and you want to talk to us about it, you know, it doesn't cost anything. Just call us. We'll be glad to talk to you and tell you what your options are and whether you need us or not.
All right. Well, thanks for all you're doing, and great to have you here today.
Thanks, Casey.
Hey, the Higgins Firm is serving Tennessee. Give them a call. The number is right there on your screen. That's 1-800-705-2121. Or go to their website for more information. That's thehigginsfirm.com.